After the devastating battle at the Tower of Charm, Croker leads the greatly diminished Black Company south in search of the lost annals. The annals will be returned to Kadavar, 8,000 miles away, a city that may exist only in legend. Hello and welcome to Liam's Lyceum. I'm your host Liam, aka Himbar, and today I'll be doing a spoiler-free review of Glen Cook's Shadow Games. Shadow Games is a 1989 novel by Glen Cook. It is the first book in the Book of the South, in the Chronicles of the Black Company, and sequel to the Book of the North, which had the first three books, right? Which ended with the White Rose, so this is the fourth Black Company book. There is also a spin-off called The Silver Spike that takes place at the same time, but follows those of the company who stayed in the North. And I actually read that one after this one. The 7 members left of the company first head to Charm to recover the annals the company left there. And from there, they are supposed to head to Kadavar, where the company was formed hundreds of years ago, the next stop being Opal. The lady is the newest and most interesting addition to the company, since she was what we'd call a bad guy in the first books. Croker, the awkward romantic, and her have an interesting relationship, modified by her new status, as, not really as the lady, and his as captain, since, that role is now vacant. Along with this is the mystery of the world and its history, though it doesn't take the front focus of the story. The characters and their goals do, and that's mostly spent in traveling. That Black Company has to go back to places from their history, and they can't even find a map that has Kadavar on it. The big things here are sorcery and monsters, what they dealt with in the Barrowlands, but now the problem is, on the way south. It's sort of the same old, but in new places and with less people in the company, which means new characters and a new threat in the Shadow Masters. We follow some of these characters before we can tell exactly how they connect to the story when the Black Company comes into the picture, kind of like it happens in Shadows Linger. And Croker keeps on seeing things, portentous things that no one else can seem to see. And so it's interesting whether he's going crazy, or why can he see these things, why can no one else, and what do they even mean, right? But it's also funny, as always, right? These books are funny. They're great military fantasy, amazing military fantasy, I'd say. The story is very gray, the characters are gray, the world is gray. This one ends on a cliffhanger, and one must continue the Book of the South with dreams of steel to figure out what happens. Anyways, I don't have much else to say with this one, besides the fact that I'm really looking forward to reading The Silver Spike and Dreams of Steel, and I should probably do that sooner rather than later. We'll see when that happens. Anyways, Liam from Liam's Lyceum. I'll catch you next time.